Welcome to my channel Adhyan with Flow. So our new chapter is chapter 16. The name is digestion and absorption. What do you understand by digestion? Simple. Simple. Complex molecule compound food break down into simple form. Alright. So we take complex food. During digestion, this complex food is break down into their simplest form. Assume, assume if we take protein, and protein is a complex molecule, and this protein shake will break down during the process of digestion. They break down into their simplest form. Simplest form is amino acids. So this is all about digestion. Complex material break down into their simplest material, and this simplest material absorbed by whom? Absorbed by absorptions organ, and simple compound they absorb, and this process is called it as a absorption. So let's start with our digestive system. If I complete in a one line that human digestive system consists of alimentary canal. And what is alimentary canal? Let's start with our alimentary canal. The alimentary canal begins with an anterior opening. We call it as a mouth. Alimentary canal begins with mouth and it opens out posteriorly through the anus. What is the anterior part and what is the posterior part? Look at here. If this is a human, I know this is not a human, but let's assume now the brain part. Okay, so here we call it as the anterior, and here we call it as a posterior. Alright guys, now it's clear. Top part is call it as the anterior and below the part we call it as a posterior. If we talk about what is the ventral and what is the dorsal, if I say that alimentary canal ventrally located, then ventrally part where our heart is located, and dorsal part where our spinal cord is located, our backbone guys, backbone. So I think the fourth term, anterior, posterior, ventral and dorsal, this term is clear. I know this is clear. Now alimentary canal start with mouth and open in buccal cavity. Open in buccal cavity, we can call it as a over cavity also. Next, the oral cavity has number of teeth, yeah, and a muscular tongue. Muscular tongue have taste buds. They identify taste, and teeth is useful for breakdown of the food. Each tooth is embedded in socket of jaws bone. Of course, they are socket in our jaws. We can mobile our jaws. This type of attachment is called thicodont. Okay. Majority of mammals, including human being, forms two set of teeth during their lifespan. Okay. Temporary is milky teeth or deciduous teeth. And now next permanent teeth, they broke according to time. When child is 5 to 6 years, then they broke and permanent teeth are come. This type of arrangement is called diphyodont. Diphyodont. Next, an adult human. Oh wow, what a diagram. We'll see further. Look at it. Adult have 32 permanent teeth. This is the ratio of our teeth. Incisors, canines, premolars, molars. Look at here. This is the ratio of one-sided teeth. Look at here. This is the ratio of, look at here, this portion only. We are not counting this portion also. 2 in number. Incisors grab the food, break the food. Third one is canine, 1 in number. Okay, now this food is for smashing the food. Premolars and molars, they are chewing the food, and these are molar. This is 2 in number and this is 3 in number. This is the upper side also in upper jaws, and lower jaw also contain this side, and right side upper side we also contain, and right side lower thing we contain into 2. So this is the ratio of what? Our teeth. Clear guys? I know, very clear. Now the hard chewing surface of teeth made up with enamel, the whitish part. Look at here guys, this whitish part is made up with enamel, and inside layer is called as a dentine. Help in the mastication of food. The tongue is freely movable, of course. They are muscular organ attached of the floor of the oral cavity by the frenulum. The upper surface of the tongue has small projectile called papillae. They bear taste buds. We study now our childhood. The upper side of tongue defines sweet and taste. Last side of tongue is decide harsh and kadwa. The oral cavity leads into a short pharynx. Okay, food pipe. They have two openings: food pipe and windpipe, which serve a common passage of food, of course, and air. They have food pipe also, and the air pipe also, windpipe also. The esophagus and the trachea. Name is food. The name of food pipe is esophagus. The name of air pipe is called it as a trachea. We all know this thing now. A cartilaginous flap called epiglottis. They prevent what? They prevent entry of food into air tract. Alright guys. Now look at here. Then esophagus open into stomach, and stomach is open into small intestine, and small intestine open into large intestine, and large intestine open into anus. Stomach is divided into 3 part. Okay, there is cardiac portion, fundic portion, pyloric portion. Quite small intestine, they also have 3 parts: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Now this part, the last part of ileum, is connected with large intestine, and this intestine divided into large intestine divided into cecum, colon, and rectum. Cecum is a small blind sac which hosts some symbiotic microorganisms. Cecum contains some microbiomes. Okay, look at here, this is the fundus region, this is the cardiac region, and this is the pyloric region of stomach. Clear guys? Very clear. Let's start. Let's draw a flow chart guys. Quickly let's draw a flow chart from top to bottom. Here I'm writing here this whole thing. I'm writing here whole and alimentary canal, step by step. Where food go, where to where. First we take food, where? Inside the mouth, also called it as a oral cavity, also call it as a buccal cavity. And buccal cavity, what they contain? They contain teeth. In buccal cavity they contain teeth for break down the food, and tongues. This is the muscular organ, and we also have a salivary glands. They release saliva. Because of help of saliva we can easily engulf our breakdown food. Now food passes towards esophagus. In common language we can call it as a food pipe. Esophagus engulf the food and do some peristalsis movement. This is the wall of esophagus. Here the food, look at here, here the food, and then they push forward pressure, then food reach here, then this wall creates some pressure that food moves here, then this wall creates some pressure that food moves forward. So finally food comes into stomach part. Due to peristalsis movement, food goes towards the stomach. Stomach contains 3 parts: fundus part, and cardiac part, and our pyloric part. Here food digestion start. Here food digestion start. Stomach release 2 to 3 kind of enzymes or some acid like HCl, mucus, and pepsinogen. We know we take food, we take carbohydrate, we take fats, we take vitamins, we take proteins. I'm writing here, we take carbohydrate, we take fats, we take proteins, we take vitamins, we take oil also. So this is the food form, and our stomach contain all kinds of enzyme, our liver contain all kinds of enzyme, and our pancreas contain all kinds of enzyme to break them. The name of these thing is enzyme. So Our stomach, our small intestine, our liver, pancreas, they secrete enzymes to break this food. They convert into their simplest form. We know now protein breakdown into their simplest form, amino acid, and this is absorbed by body. So these enzymes activate and break this food. So we can easily absorb, our body can easily absorb. What is the function of HCl? HCl is a acid. This is the highly acidic form. Okay, what they do, they also promote breakdown of food, guys. But if it is excess in amount, then mucus come and inhibit them. Simple. If HCl increase, then mucus come and inhibit them. Otherwise mucus still relaxed. Pepsinogen, they are also enzyme, they break the food. So now after breaking the food, digestion of food, food goes towards where? Food goes towards where? Small intestine. Now what happened next? Here food going to stomach to small intestine, but first largest gland, the name is liver, they stop the food. They ask, where are you going? Then food is say that I am here for digestion and I am going towards small intestine. Then liver stop them. Stop, take my bile juice, take my bile juice, they are helpful, they are helpful for digestion. So food say, thanks a lot liver, thanks for your bile juice. And then digestive food goes forward, and again second largest gland come, the name is pancreas, they stop the food. That food, where are you going? Then food said, I am going towards small intestine because of digestion. Then pancreas said, okay food, you can take my pancreatic juice, you can take my pancreatic juice, so your food is easily digested. So again food say, thank you pancreas and thank you liver. And then food reach at small intestine. And now small intestine have three brother. First is duodenum. Look at here, here is the name, look at here, duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Duodenum, jejunum and ileum, they are three brother of small intestine. Both will do, both will participate in digestion, but ileum is a small brother that does not take participation in digestion of food. They absorb all the food, yeah, absorb all kind of food, yeah, ileum absorb complete food. Now absorbed food transport in our body, transport in our body. So some waste are produced and waste transferred towards large intestine. Here water is absorbed. In large intestine, large amount of water get absorbed here. So large intestine divided into three part. They divided into three part. First part is cecum, then colon, and then rectum. Let's move further. Okay, where is space? Oops. So cecum, they contain some microorganism for breakdown of food, and also this is the appendages part, vestigial organ. Colon transport the food and waste material, and rectum, what they do, they release body waste outside from anus. So this is all about your alimentary canal. Look at here, look at here, this is the oral cavity. We intake food by mouth and food goes inside, and then located here at stomach. And now here breakdown of food into small particles because multiple enzyme break them, and then food goes towards the small intestine, there also breakdown of some food. Then last part of small intestine, they don't break down of food, the name is ileum, they absorb all food. Some pancreas and liver also contribute their enzymes, also contribute their enzyme for break down the food, for break down the food. And finally cecum part, this is the appendix part, cecum part, this is the appendix part. contain microorganisms. Okay, now this part is colon part, transport of food. This is the ascending colon or this is the descending colon. And now next part is rectum. They collect all kind of solid waste, and all kind of solid waste removed by anus. Solid waste removed by what? Removed by whom? Anus. So this is all about your alimentary canal. An alimentary canal is a part of digestive system. Look at here. The colon is divided into 4 parts: ascending, okay, ascending, then transverse, descending, downward descending, and sigmoidal colon. This is the sigmoidal colon. The descending part open into the rectum. This is the rectum, and through the anus. This is the anus part. This is the ascending part. This is the transverse part of colon. This is the descending part of colon, or this is the rectum, and this is the anus. Look at here. Now in next video we will cover how many walls present in our digestive tract. They made up with 4 layers. We will discuss in our next video that how many layers present in our alimentary canal. Okay, so we will meet in our next video. If you don't subscribe my channel, then please subscribe my channel. The channel name is Adhyan with Flow. This is the spelling, Adhyan with Flow. And thank you guys, thank you for listening me, and keep smiling, and definitely revision is must. Thank you so much.